Welcome back. We're excited to present to you another video in our series, The Business Behind the Brand. And what we are doing is we are talking with select NATA members, especially those as part of our Partner Plus program, talking about how they've built the brand, what a brand means to them, how they define the brand, and how they use brand building to build their business. And one of our takeaways, and our biggest takeaway, as we've talked in previous videos, is giving real world tips, giving some information so that business leaders that are watching can walk away with at least one tip on building their business by understanding and embracing and building their brand. And today I'm so excited to be joined by Shari Pobjecky, who is a senior product manager from SAE International. Welcome, Shari.
Hey, Eric, thanks for having us.
I am so glad to have you. And as we kick this off, tell me a little bit about SAE International, especially for those in the NATA community that might not be as familiar with what you're doing. How do you serve NATA members and how do you fit into that picture?
You bet. Thanks for the opportunity. So, SAE is a nonprofit, and we have a mission, and that mission is to advance mobility knowledge. And we're a community of over 200,000 aerospace and ground vehicle technicians, engineers, and leaders who have supported aerospace specifically for the past 120 years. We were founded many, many years ago by Henry Ford,
Oh, wow.
who brought us in for automotive. And then, of
I've heard of
course,
him.
as airplanes were invented, we moved over to that. And we do the development of technical leadership, and we most famously publish standards. So our global community supports your community and others in aerospace with standards, but we also build and support talent pathways for the aerospace workforce, which we know is struggling a little bit
Mhm.
right now. That's where I come in. So, as a product manager, I look after the portfolio of professional development courses for aerospace, specifically MRO and FBO professionals. You
Interesting. So obviously, SAE and you've built a wonderful brand within the aviation and aerospace industries and as a valuable member, a valuable service to NATA members. Talk a little bit about the brand of SAE. What does that mean to you, and how important is it for you to build that SAE brand?
Wow, brand is everything, Eric. This is how we differentiate ourselves in a very cluttered and noisy market. We have so much to offer NATA members in terms of products and services. We are the foremost global authority for aerospace standards. And, we offer training, we offer info products, we offer journals, we offer events and convenings and committees, but it's the power of all of these resources to help your constituents solve society's most pressing mobility challenges. And there are so many today. And that's what differentiates us. It's our ability as a huge global organization, well, not that big, but we're mighty, to unite industry, government, and academia to
So how
solve those
does so,
challenges.
so how does SAE, the entity and the brand, work with NATA, the entity and the brand? How do you work together to really serve the needs of the aerospace and aviation industries and communities? Because we are a community.
We're so happy to be a partner plus with you guys. We have so much to offer you guys, but we know that NATA in particular advocates, no one does it better advocating for aviation business and general aviation. You represent a specific and qualified ecosystem where we can really add value. We support you through our deep reach into research and standards. There's synergy for your constituents through our events, our journals, our podcasts, our training, our community of practice, which all of your membership will get a discount on. And then every NATA member needs to consider becoming a member of an SAE technical committee. We need your expertise. We need your specialized point of view.
So that's a really good point, and it leads into the next question. What kinds of professional development or workforce readiness challenges do we see today that you can combine your efforts with NATA, and you can certainly combine your efforts with other NATA members to solve?
Gosh, Eric, your constituents don't need a word from me about the workforce trends and the issues that are going on with the supply chain still being behind, probably for another decade yet. Workforce readiness really is a concern. Everybody's paying attention. The truth is, when you look at the RFPs, when you look at the patents that are being submitted, when you do your research, you find out that technology in this space is being funded faster and more often than education, and then capability. So lots of things coming. Everybody knows things are changing and they need to change, but how do they get that capability? That creates risk. It creates risk for your members, execution risk, risk in how are they going to comply with the regulations and standards which are changing, and it creates struggles for them to be able to scale. So right now, we are at the center of an ecosystem that we're creating for K through 20, kindergarten through 20, working with school systems in the United States and around the world, working with universities and academia and working with government. And then we're doing pre-professional for those young professionals who are just getting out of college and need some capability building. And then we're doing professional development for in-service professionals, your engineers, your FBO leads, your safety managers. Organizations like NATA and SAE are the ones that can come together with this education and bridge that gap, get your professionals where they need to be with their capabilities.
Really interesting. You talk about workforce needs, and I think 100% of NATA members will agree that we have some workforce challenges that we're working very hard to address. But what's interesting is we're not just talking about when college students are graduating. There are such needs that we're grabbing them in college. We are grabbing them in high school. We are reaching them in junior high and middle school to talk to them about exciting careers in a wealth of different areas in aviation. So, talk about the SAE brand and how you try to get these, I'm going to call them kids because many of them are kids, when they're first starting to think about what kind of passions they have for the rest of their lives.
Well, we have the AWIM curriculum that's offered through our K through 20 team, where we offer experts and STEM courses to get kids, as you mentioned, interested. And then as they move into the college years, we have all kinds of competitions and convenings and events. Just 2 weeks ago, we had one, Aero Design East, near where I live, where we had 60 different universities from
Mm.
around the world
Well,
that brought engineering, just getting ready to graduate, these pre-professionals, engineers in for design competition for aerospace tools and new technologies. And then, of course, we have some basic. What we hear all the time from employers is that someone can come out of university, they've got a great mindset and they've got a great book of knowledge, but boy, they don't have, they need the capability to bring that into a professional life. So we're doing that with courses. Also, we're trying to upskill and reskill older workers. We hear all the time. Everybody knows how to comply, your FBOs, your MROs. They know about all the compliance that they need to have to the various governing regulations and so forth. But hey, do these people now have the capability to integrate that understanding with the new technologies like AI, predictive maintenance? MRO 4.0, MRO 5.0, and we have four new courses that are coming out in another month that are going to help your constituents learn how to build that capability. Not just theory, but here's how you do it.
Exactly. It's real world application. So, Sherry, let's go back to the idea of brand for a second. We might have some company leaders, some companies who will say, well, brand, it's kind of a soft idea. I have a lot of things that I need to get off my to-do list, and I'll worry about brand when I have some time. Talk to us and talk to the members about why brand is so important fundamentally and should be at the top of everybody's to-do list to build business.
Building brand is good business. Brand is how people know you. When you think of a brand that you like, think of your favorite coffee or your favorite technology device. There's just something about that particular product or service that where you have an affinity. And
Mhm.
that's what brand does. It helps your constituents build affinity for the work. People look for they look for familiarity. We look for things in this crazy world that we're in to bring us stability and comfort where we can sort of settle in. And I see NATA doing that very well. When I think of NATA and your brand, I know exactly what you do. I know exactly how you do it. It's great. I don't have to go and read up on you every time because you've done a good job of communicating that. And SAE tries to do the same thing. We are saying to our constituents, we're the one-stop shop. Come to us. You can find all of your favorite other organizations there like NATA, and you will also find all the experts that you need to help get you to the next place in your business development.
Excellent. And when speaking of NATA brands, we're both part of the NATA Partner Plus program.
Mhm.
Tell me why you joined Partner Plus and what you're looking to get out of that.
We are a membership organization, just like NATA. Our members drive our work, and that is our strength. We know that you have the same point of view and that you want to provide the best services that you can to your constituents. And so we see a natural synergy between SAE International and NATA just to scaffold and lift your members by giving them discounted access to products and services to stay on top of everything that they need. I mean, they get to save money on them, but that's not the most important part of the partnership. It's to help your constituents build a long-term pathway and have influence over the aviation industry. Please come be a member of an SAE committee. It's free, and we think it will be a great boost to your career. We'd love to have NATA members join.
Well, Cher, I have to ask you, how do NATA members do that? How do they get in touch with you? How do they join a chapter?
Go to SAE.org and you can join a technical committee there. We have literally hundreds and hundreds of them in aerospace, and they're always looking for new members. At SAE.org, you can also learn more about our membership and how to become a member and get access online to all of our journal articles and info products.
Well, Cher, I have so thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. I think NATA members, I think all viewers could do very well by themselves and for their companies if they contacted you or an SAE chapter. I mean, obviously, I love the word when you said scaffolding to build the
Mhm.
structure to sort of like upscale, upthink your organization. So thank you very much. It was a really good, in-depth conversation, and I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Eric, and I'll see you at your next show.
I will see you there. And for those watching, we'll see you at our next video. Until then, be well.